Well, there they all go after the briefing on this, the third day and final day of the Hobie Australian Fishing Championships here at Foster in New South Wales. Today, for me, the story's all about Richard Summerton. Richard's about to retire from the sport. He won his last event at Mallacoota, and yesterday he ascended the leaderboard to first place. So we're going to spend a lot of today following Richard around to bring you some of his highlights. Let's get out and check out the start. Well, you can see all of the actions happening in the background here, and we've lost Richard Summerton for the moment, but we've caught up with West Australia's Alex Griesdorf, who's sitting in second place, and he's already got a bag of small fish. It's pretty early in the morning before 9 o'clock, so his job for the rest of the day is to upgrade.
I've sort of been alternating like this weekend and a couple of different lures. Maybe just sort of sticking with a couple of different soft plastics and gulp, and then when the water gets really low, I sort of go with the cranker crab and olive and brackish fiddler. That seems to be working quite well, but for some reason on the high, clearer water, I haven't been able to get the bites. Like I haven't got the bites on it this morning, and so I just sort of swap back to a plastic at the moment, and I'm getting a few hits and a few misses, but I don't know, I haven't really got into the surface bite. I think the guys going out the lake are doing quite well on that. I think one of the guys was saying he was staying on surface all day till about 1 o'clock, so that's pretty cool. Probably got hang around in this general area. I said hit that last spot on the last of the drop and tide. I've still got a couple of hours of fishing left, of actual fishing, and then I've got about half an hour run back. So even just one kicker will, put me in good stead, hopefully.
The top three from yesterday all have their limits, but has anyone else from just down the field a little bit got them? We don't know. Hang around for the weigh-in. We're going to that right now.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Foster. We're here for the Australian Hobie Fishing Championships. Before we start that, I'd like to bring up Chris Deland from Barclays Marine. Chris is the local agent for Hobie products. Have a quick little chat about Barclays. How are you, mate?
Very well, yourself?
Good. What a week.
Yeah, it's been a lovely week here for all years. You couldn't ask for better weather. Probably a bit more wind would have helped them out. But yeah, talking to the anglers, they've all lost good fish, and that's what it's all about. Because a lot of places you go to and you don't even get to catch some. So I think everyone's had a lovely tournament here, what you've put on. And mate, this is the best I've seen anything ever run. So it's fully congratulations to your team and everything what you provided for them, and I'm sure they couldn't be more happy than what you've done for them this weekend.
Thank you very much. Tell us a little bit about Barclay Marine.
Yeah, Barclay Marine, we sell all, as you know, Hobie gear, different lures to cover for all sorts of fishing, different Yamaha motors for everything, servicing. Yeah, we cover everything out there. It's a lovely place to work for, and the bosses are nice as well. They look after me.
That sounds good. Now, this last few weeks, we've been running a promotion to give away a brand new 2019 Hobie Lanai, and we have all the entrants into the barrel here. So we're going to take you to reach down inside, mix it up really good.
Yep.
And the winner is going to take this kayak will be delivered to Barclay Marine on Monday, and you'll just make arrangements with Chris to come in, and we fill all the cards out and stuff. So someone is going to win a kayak. It's worth about $1,000. I'll stir it. Let's have a look and see where it is. Barb Campbell. Where's Barb? Well done, Barb.
Yeah.
Come on up. From Tuncurry, just across the bridge. How good is that? You're getting a Hobie Lanai, you're getting a yoke life jacket, a set of Hobie polarized, come on stage, Hobie polarized sunglasses, a beach towel, a beach sun hat, and some sun guards. Congratulations to you.
You're right.
There you go. That sounds good. Which paper did you actually put this one in?
It's either the Extra or the Advocate or the Manning Times. I don't know.
There you go. That's all. You put 4 of them in.
Could have been any of those.
Have you seen a kayak fishing event before?
Have I seen?
Have you seen an event like this before?
No, I haven't.
What do you
no.
think?
I think it's fantastic. Yes.
Sounds
yes,
good.
Yes.
The Hobies that we're using have a product called a MirageDrive.
Yes.
It's a set of flippers that imitate how a penguin swims,
Right.
but it works really well, especially in current, because you're always driving through here. Many thanks. Put your hands together for Barb here.
Thank you very much indeed. It's wonderful.
You'll work out the details with him,
I will.
and life is good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now with that out of the way, well done, Barb. Tuncurry, fantastic. Here we are. I've seen a lot of familiar faces from the last couple of days. And welcome to day number 3 of the 10th Australian Hobie Bream Kayak Fishing Championships. Today, we've got a lot of international guests here. I'll explain it to them. We're at Foster, New South Wales on the mid-north coast. It's approximately 3 hours north of Sydney. To me, this system is perhaps the finest waterway for bream fishing you can find. Bar none. That's it. Anglers have so many options: rock walls, flats, weed beds, bridges, pylons, and what Foster is famous for is the oyster leases, or the racks as we call them, with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of racks throughout all different water columns. You can't find a better bream fishery ever for yellowfin bream. A little bit of history. We started this event at Foster in 2009. This is our 10th season running these competitions, and they're run throughout Australia. In 2009, Scott Levick from Victoria took out the inaugural win. A local guy just across the road, Daniel Brown, took out 2010 and 2011. He's from New South Wales. Shane Taylor, 2012. 2013, Daryl Head from South Coast, New South Wales. 2014, Chris Burbage from Victoria. Stuart Dunn, 2015, won at Lake Mac. Richard Somerton, Victoria, took out 2016, and last year the event was in Western Australia in Mandurah, and a local there named Paul Burton took out the title in a very close contested event over there. For those of you watching, we've had 45 of Australia's best anglers. They have all qualified to be here in various rounds throughout the country. Anglers from WA, SA, Vic, ACT, New South Wales, and Queensland are here. Now, the kayak that these guys have been using for the last 4 days, you had 1 day of pre-fish, 3 days of comps, is the redesigned 2019 Hobie Outback. The Hobie Outback has been our #1 selling boat since 2000 when it was introduced into the Australian market. We've equipped those boats so that it's a level playing field. They hold exactly the same amount of the sounder on here. They have a live well, the new V2 live well, to keep the fish alive during the competition. It has the brand new Lowrance, what we call TI2 7-inch sounder. Very good price sounder, does everything you want to do, side scan imaging, down scan. And probably most importantly, it has a little fitting on the back of it, and a long spike, and you're probably saying, what is that? It's a shallow water anchor. It's produced by a company called Power Pole, and you have a little remote, you push the button, the spike goes down the center of the mud, it holds you in position in current so that you can make that cast. So it really, really aids the anglers in catching the fish without question. This is a live weigh-in event. A lot of kayak comps are a photograph, catch, and release one, and you have a little SIM card. But what we do is we have a live well in the back. They have to catch 3 fish per day, and from that we give them a basket or a bag. They bring it up to what we call the bump tubs. We call them on stage. We weigh the fish in. The angler with the heaviest cumulative bag over the 3-day period is going to be the Australian Championship leader there. The other thing we do too is all the fish here are released back in the waterway system. So we purposely put it on the jetty down here. And the reason is there's lots of shade, and that way the fish can go and hide in the shade and the pelicans don't have a free feed. We work really, really hard to preserve these fish. Some of the fish you'll see today are 30 years old. When you get in that 1 kilo range, these fish are between 23 and 30 years of age. We really want these guys to fight another day, and that's how we do it here. To give you an idea of what's been happening this weekend, anglers start arriving just after 5 a.m. in the morning. We open up registration at 6 a.m. and we start going out to the start line in about 6:30. Most of the starts have been underway at 6:45. Day number 1 saw the start in front of the very picturesque Tuncurry Foster Bridge, but with the currents increasing over the last 2 days, we went around the corner, ducked into the Breckenridge Channel, and a very, very nice start, sunrise coming up. That gives you an idea of what the anglers do. Now, day 1 and day 2, Friday and Saturday, the finishing time was at 3 p.m. Gave them 8 hours on the water. Today, it's brought back to 2 p.m. to help us fit things in a time frame. Now, anglers are fishing for, like I said, 3 brim, but they must be 26 to the tip. That means that they're 10 centimeters above state legal limit. So at any time in the live wells, you'll never have a fish that is not a legal fish. And we do that for a whole bunch of reasons. Anglers are fishing for cash and sponsors packs. We have championship trophies, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. First place, the angler who wins actually gets to keep his kayak, and the kayak as it's fitted out is worth $8,400, a fair bit of kit. Second place is $1,000 cash. Third place is $750. We have a few other minor prizes. We have what we call the Atomic Big Brim. Atomic is a lure that a lot of these guys have been using this entire weekend to catch fish. It's distributed throughout Australia through Frogley's Offshore. You can buy it by Graham Barclay's Marine and other tackle shops around town. Each day they get $250 cash for the biggest brim. On the opposite side of that, we have a thing called the Cranka Lures Donut Dough. In fishing, we have a term when you get 0 fish, you get donuts. Every person who gets donut goes into a hat, and that person wins $100 cash. So not only do you win money on the top end, but for catching no fish, you still get a bit of coin all the way through. I can't say it enough. These things are not cheap to run, and without sponsors, it doesn't happen. And the #1 sponsor that we've had since 2009, they came on board straight away when we said kayak fishing, they go, I'm in, is Daiwa. They make rods, reels, tournament tackle, bags. They're very good. Not only do they sponsor the domestic kayak fishing, but they also sponsor our world events. We run a world championships that have started 8 years ago now, and it started in Australia, and we've gone to the United States, we have gone to China, we've gone to the Netherlands. Last year was in Amal, Sweden, chasing massive big pike, and this year it returns back to Australian shores up on the Gold Coast in middle of July. And you can follow that at hobiefishingworlds.com. But Daiwa, they see the value in what we're doing. We look after the fish, and we're not burning fuel. They kind of like that. Other ones in no particular order is Lowrance, Lowrance makes some fantastic fish finders. You can buy a sounder now that does everything you need for $199. Without question, it is an asset for these guys to use it. They've got a thing called side imaging where you can actually look out through the side of the boat, see rocks, see structure, and you can actually see fish with it. And these anglers are using that technology to catch the fish. Gerber is a tool company. They make scissors, they make braid cutters, they make knives for filleting. Been on board a number of years. Power Pole, I mentioned them before, those anchors at the back of the boat, as you see here in the slate colored one. Strike Pro, lure company, been around for years. They make a wide variety of years, estuary fishing and offshore fishing, barramundi and impoundments. TT Lures, another fantastic company. They probably have one of the best soft plastics going right now. I'd say that most of the guys throwing soft plastics this weekend were using a lure by TT Lures. Crank Lures have come on for the last 5 years. They make a range of stuff, but more recently, they have got a new lure called the Cranka Crab. It imitates a crab. As it falls, the arms go up, and it sits here in the current, and the arms do this with it floats. It is by far the go-to bait, especially in this waterway, because you have rocks, and where you have rocks, you have crabs, and fish eat crabs. Pretty straightforward. Hobie Polarized. Hobie Polarized have been in sunglasses and polarized sunglasses since 1982. Lure Fans, another fantastic company. They're actually a Chinese company, but they make excellent brim gear. Pro Lure, fantastic company, hard bodies, etc. And Hobie Kayak dealers throughout Australia. In this particular weekend, the supporting dealer is Barclay Marine. Not only do the sponsors make these things happen, but there's some people over here that do a lot of yards, and we're up at 4 in the morning, and we're up late at night doing it. We've got Steve Morgan and Nicole from Fishing Monthly and ABT. There they are there. They're helping us out. We're trying some other technologies to bring you some live streams, and all this is a lead up to Hobie Fishing Worlds 8. We're just trying some audio and visual stuff out. Also, this particular weekend is we have Mr. Jim Barry on scoring. Jim, raise your hand. Thank you. Up early. Well done, Jimbo. Tanya, I didn't forget you this time. Also helping on scoring. 2 other great guys. We got Billy Woods and Matt Petrie. I don't know where they're at. They've been on the boat doing photographs. Matt is on the bump tub, so every fish that comes to the bump tub, they check the smallums and make sure they're all exactly 26 to the tip or above. It just speeds things up. And we have Scott Garth on, so floating around here somewhere. He's been helping the guys get in and out of the boat or the ramp the whole weekend. Also, a big thanks to Maritime Services. They cooperated with us this year. Those guys do a great job. They gave us some great advice, and also the local council was very, very hospitable towards us and really encouraged us to take and be here. Bit of update on what things. Now, day number 1, anglers caught 123 brim here, which were released for a total of 61.39 kilos. Day number 2, 1 more fish was caught, 124 brim were caught. Kilos rate went down, 60.12 kilos. In all, over the 2-day period, 247 brim were brought here to the stage, to the Weightmaster, for a total of 121.54 kilos. The Atomic Big Brim, that's the biggest brim on day 1, was won by Jack Gammy, a fantastic Foster Wallace Lake specimen, 1.40 kilos. It was a nice horse. Day 2, also leader, caught a nice brim at 1.17. It's quite common to get kilo fish here. We weighed quite a few in. The average between these 2 days, the fish are coming in about 0.49 to a half a kilo. So it kind of tells you where we're at as far as the age of the fish and the average weight of brim here. If scoring is ready, we're good to go. Fantastic. We're going to turn the lights on. Peter Cook, come on down. Had 0 fish on day 1, but he's $100 richer for it. 3 fish on day 2. Scoring is showing me 3 fish here. He needs 3.03 kilos to take the lead. Bit of a head shake. A close head shake or a no way? No way shake. But you went from 0 to fish to fish to fish.
Yeah.
What did you do different?
Just different spots.
Different spots.
Yeah.
The nice thing about today is they'll actually tell us where they go and what lures in line. For those who heard the last couple of days, they say, I caught them out there in the water, and that's kind of the end of it. Do again? It's not coming on the screen here, so that's a bit different. Anyway, that's it, 1.43 kilos. Hopefully that gremlin will go away. Yep, that's better. Minor heart attack. Anyone a medic here? I'm too old for that. Next is Carl Dubois. Let's have a look. 3 fish on day 1, 3 fish on day 2. Got a bit of a fan club going there. 3 fish on day 3.
No. Only 2.
2 fish on day 2.
2
Jim's
fish.
are there. All right. But how was it?
Yeah, it was had a great time. I always love coming to Foster.
You need
It's a brilliant place.
1.89.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Not
Let's
quite.
see where this puts you. We played down to 10th place.
Oh, I'm not going to.
See where we go? 1.31 kilos puts him into 3rd place. So put your hand together. Come on.
For now.
For now.
Thanks, Steve. Just wanted to thank all the sponsors for putting on the series and for Hobie. It's been a great 10 years. Hopefully there'll be a lot more to come, and want to thank Gladiator Tackle. And just quickly, thank you to everybody that helped Maddie and I raise over $2,000 for Beyond Blue with the Lobster Challenge this year. That was a great effort by everybody. Thank you.
Well done. They had a comp inside of a comp. Great cause. Good to see. Brogdon Zeus is next from Victoria. Now, it's been interesting. There's a lot of guys here who've never seen racks or fish racks, but they've done very well. It proves you if you're a good angler, you can catch fish anywhere. 3 fish on day 1, 3 on day 2, 3 again. That's what you want to see. 1.14, 1.27. You need 1.73.
I think I'm going to be short. I've got 2 very small fish here.
That's a nice fish. Are you going to weigh that one for Big Brim?
Might as well.
Might as well. It's $250. It gets you on the board. It tests our scales out. Let's see where you end up on this one. Close. 1.58. Puts him into 2nd place. Well done. I take the mic. You take the bag. That's the rule. I don't do fish anymore. Nice Foster. What'd you get this fish on?
Adam Costa's black.
Adam Costa's Black Chubby. Fishing.com.au. All right, this is for Big Brim, day number 3. You'll be leading that. 0.91, almost a kilo. Definitely a nice fish. Well done. Perfect. You're going to go down to the Lowrance release area and let that fish swim today. Richard Benson needs 1.48 kilos. I don't think that's going to happen. Looks a bit small. But the nice thing is he's got 3 fish every single day, and you had to have 3 every day to even have a chance at winning. How are you, mate? Good. Good day in the water?
Yeah, loads of fish, but no big ones.
No big ones. All right, well, let's put you on the board, and we'll just get this thing moving. 1.09 kilos. Fantastic. Puts him into 4th place for now. Everyone caught fish yesterday. Day 1, 1 person did not, so 44 out of 45. Joshua Richards is next. We saw him on Facebook Live on the first day doing upgrades after upgrades. Small bag yesterday. Have you got a better bag today?
No, not really.
Not really.
No.
Okay. You need 1.57. You're a little bit light there,
Yeah,
but
definitely don't have that.
should put you up in that top 10 for now. 1.11, and it does. 5th place. Well done, Joshua. Fantastic. Paul Dunlop had some okay days and some not okay days. I think this one looks better. From New South Wales. How are you, mate?
How you going to say?
Good day in the water?
It was tough. Tough paddle out the back there.
It was. For the other people who know, there were guys that were way beyond Snake Island and Black Rock. They were halfway down to the Great Lakes Sailing Club today fishing. An hour and kind of 40-minute. 1.30 kilos. Not too shabby.
Thanks,
And on a short day, 7 hours, if you spend an hour and a half one way and an hour and a half back, you can see that window of getting the line in the water gets smaller. Glenn Allen. Consistent bag so far, a 1.34, a 1.39. Let's see what happens next. You need 1.67 kilos. Have you got that? No, he says. That's not bad. I reckon it's better than the other 2 days.
Yeah, for sure.
Where did you fish?
I went up the lake today and it was crazy.
What lures were you throwing up there?
I was throwing surface in the morning and
Any particular brand of surface? Little Sammy's?
It wasn't Atomic, I think.
Was it Tommy?
Yeah, and
Fantastic.
then I threw a crank, and then soft plastics, just really lightly weighted, and that took most of the bigger fish. So
Fantastic. We had a northwesterly today, which is good. It brought the bait and stuff out of the deep onto the flats. You need 1.67 to take the lead. Just shy, 1.4 out. Third place. Make some noise for this guy. Central Coast guy. Well done, mate. Rumor is there's some nice fish in some of these bags. Byron Hill did the big haul. We pulled up to him, and I think within 10 minutes he already has his bag, as we call it, has his limit. 3 for 1.32 on day one, 3 for 1.29, needs 1.79 to take the lead.
I don't know that.
I don't know, how are you? Hey, Pete.
Good. Say hello.
Hi, Pete.
Say hello, Hobie. No.
He's not quite there yet, almost. I don't think you got 179, but let's see where this lands you.
Nah, it's average bag.
1.20, ninth place. Well done. Thank you, sir. Thank you. The flats need wind, and definitely a little bit of cloud helps those flats tremendously. John Clisby is next. You told me you're going to do 1, 1, and 1, and you're now done 1, 1, and 3. Well done. You need 3.29 kilos.
No, that's not happening.
That's a better bag.
It is a much
It's
better
taken
bag.
you 3 days? 4 days.
4 days to work.
4
it out.
days to work it out. From Victoria, no racks there?
No, no racks.
No racks.
No.
All right, let's see what this does. We're going to weigh that for big brim?
Yeah, you might as well.
Might as well. That's a nice fish. For 3 fish, 1.77. Not too shabby. There you go. You know the routine. Put the mic down. That's good. Fantastic. All right. You need 0.91 or better to do it. Do we have our first kilo fish here at Foster? Oh, close, but a nice fish. Can you hold this one up there? There's a couple guys. There's a guy from Spain and a guy from Italy watching because they haven't seen yellowfin brim before, and they're getting ready for Hobie Fishing Worlds 8. That's what they're trying to do. They're going, how do you catch these things? Over there, they use these for bait. And they go, what? You know, one of these big class rods and wire trace for pike, and we show up brim. It'll be interesting. Finesse fishing at its finest. David Hedge is next. 3, 3, and 3. Small fan club. I need 1.5 kilos from you. I need 1.5 kilos.
no, not today.
Not today.
No,
Big day in the water?
Yeah. Look, it was a bit quieter for me than yesterday. The last couple of days I've been having pretty good days. And struggled to get my bag today.
Any meltdowns?
No, not today.
None?
No,
The
never saw
whole
any
4
of
days
this.
straight, and
Yep.
you had no meltdowns?
No.
I don't believe you, Roberta. There we go. 1.13 kilos. Not too shabby. 6th place. Hang on to it. You can see that little lanyard around his neck? That's the button for the power pole. So you just hit the button, the spike goes down. Scott Marcinkowski. 2 today. Not what you needed, but did you have fun?
I did.
It's a good tournament.
Yeah,
You know, some of
correct.
these have different vibes. This has been a very good tournament, all for the anglers. We've had a fantastic, we had 2 nights at Club Foster. 0.96, fantastic. Well done. We had an opening function, and last night we had a championships dinner. Fantastic food. From the ACT, Jonathan Chin. 3, 3, and 3 is what scoring is showing. 169, 1.25. I need 1.46 out of you.
It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen. That was fairly confident. Not even a maybe or close. No. It was just no. All right. 1.15 puts you into 4th place.
Thanks,
well
mate.
done, Jonathan from the ACT. Not a lot of wrecks down the ACT. Not many brim either. Stephen Pry from Victoria. 3, 3, and 3. His biggest so far is 1.51. I need 158 from you. Most likely not. I don't think so.
No.
But let's see how close it is, and if we can land you into the money, into that top 10 position. 1.26 puts him into 5th place. Well done, matey.
Thank you.
Thank you. Kevin Varney's got a broken hand, has surgery on Wednesday, but still managed to work out how to take and wind them in. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Got 3 today.
3 today. Good, good, good. That's what we wanted. 3 for 1.27 kilos. Fantastic, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Hobie.
Thank you. How about that? Broken hand, surgery Wednesday. He says brim fishing is more important. That's how good things are. Andrew Hancock. We'll find out if he had any meltdowns today. That's all right. No fish today. How are you, sir?
All right.
That's all right. On stage 3 days in a row. That's good. Going to come in at 0.59 kilos. Fantastic. Yep. The winner is still from yesterday is Richard Somerton. He was at 4.39 kilos. David Shanahan from Victoria's next. Had a good bag on day 1, 1.62. Yeah, on day 2 at 1.10. I need 1.68 from you.
It's getting smaller.
All right. Part of this was managing the fishery, and you took a big punt and went somewhere new today, did you?
I did. I went
And
to
did it pay off?
Piper's. Didn't pay off. I didn't catch a
pay
fish
off.
there.
All right. Where is this landing? 0.93. Fantastic. Good.
Thanks.
The hard part is these guys are all good anglers, and there's kind of areas that are go-to areas, and if you hit them for 4 days in a row, there's no fish. The strategy then is to find out where the new places are. Chris Purnell, 2 on day 1, 3 on day 2, and 2 today. He's done the big haul 4 days in a row. Pre-fish, day 1, day 2, day 3.
And yes, most definitely. I think it'd be probably a little over 100 k's on the water, but yeah, no, it's a great place. It's a great location. You know, there's a reason why we continue to come back here, and yeah, just testament to the local community.
The good thing is you guys get like Jim Barry on the tide, so that the tide takes and pushes you back into the water system, and then turns around and comes back out. That's very key in kayak fishing, especially here at Foster with all the current.
No, you're right. And to pick that out of 365 days in a year and actually go through the calendar and make that actually happen for us is...
And have it not rain,
well,
which
there's
changed
that.
everything.
So no, it's been amazing. So thank you to all the competitors, the organisers, and yeah, the local community.
Perfect.
It's been wonderful.
Perfect. 0.88. Thank you, Chris. Again, about an hour 20, hour 30 each way venture. He was fishing behind Snake Island. Sean Hill. 3, 3, and 3. Consistent bags. 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 6. I only need 1.71 out of you. That was not that kind of laugh that was like that.
Good luck with that, yeah. Squeakers, mate.
Squeakers. All right. Lots of big fish this week, but on Championship Sunday, 1.05 puts you into 14th place. Thank you very much. Cheers, matey. Well done. This is going to be the hard part, is just who managed to hide some spots and hide from other competitors and hide from us who were broadcasting everything live so people knew where everything was catching. Corey Gallagher, 3, 3, and 3. Best bag was day 2 at 133. You need 2 kilos.
No.
Okay. Let's see what this gets you into that top 10. 1.35 kilos.
Thanks, Steve.
Well done, matey.
Cheers.
Thank you. He recovered well. Had a bit of the flu for the last couple of days. Kevin Bowes also did the big haul. I didn't find him today. I think they're hiding from us. But 3, 3, and 3. Best bag was the second day, 1.36. I need 1.70.
No way, Steve.
Where were you today? Same spot?
Same spot. Ventured a little bit further today.
What were you throwing out there today? What was the predominant lure?
Predominant lure was sort of a deep,
Up here, they can hear you? Yep.
deep dive chubby.
Deep dive, what color?
Suji shrimp.
Shuji swim. All right. See what these 3 are going to do. 1.08. Fantastic. 14th place.
Thank you.
Tyson Hayes. Now, this guy's from Queensland. There's no racks there. The second group of paddocks, day number 1, within 3 casts, he had his bag. 5 casts, he had upgraded twice, and he only went probably 3 minutes that way. Nice bag on day 1 at 1.67. Average Foster bag on day 2 at 1.30. Scoring showing 3. You need 1.43 kilos to take the lead.
I reckon it might do it.
You reckon it might. Where'd you catch these?
Well, I started off at the paddock.
A little closer up here.
I started off at the paddock this morning. When you guys left, I went down a little bit further because it was fishing a bit tough there. And on the left-hand side, just over from it,
I caught my first fish and went down a little bit further on the next set and got the 2 more.
2 more. What were your predominant lures this whole weekend? If you could pick out 1 or 2 lures.
Probably the Ghost Gill Brown and just little camo crabby.
Crabby. Ghost Gill Brown would be an atomic lure. Were you using the deep divers, the 30, 35, 38?
38.
All right, 1.43 is what we're chasing to take the lead. Bang, 1.89 kilos. Well done, matey. How good is that?
It's awesome.
And how many wrecks do you fish in Queensland?
0.
There you go. Well done. Pylons and bridges. Well done. New leader from Queensland. I love it. And next is Michael Walker. Oh, you want to do Big Ram? My apologies. My apologies. You only need 0.91 to tie. Oh, yeah. I think so. Well, yeah, I don't know. It's probably a little squeaker. Do we have a kilo? The first one for today? No, 0.87. Not quite. Was that the biggest of the 2? It was. There you go. It was worth a shot. Perfect. All right, back to Michael. Come on in. How are you?
Tired?
Tired? All right, 3, 3, and 3. You have to be happy with that. A lot of people didn't get 3 every single day, and that's the starting point of any good comp. Those are going to come in at 0.85. Well done, matey.
Cheers.
On the board, during the year, these points are added up for end of the year, and you've got to get scored 3 fish every single day. Jason Reed has a mixed event this weekend. Not the result I'm sure he was hoping for. Best bag was yesterday, 3 for 1.15.
Yeah, not that good. Didn't get third one.
All right, let's have a look. Those 2 fish are coming at 1.12. So these 2 fish weighed almost what your 3 did yesterday. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I tell you what, that's all it needs here. The average bag realistically is about 1.30 kilos, but the guys are getting kickers, are making a big difference. Danny Jobson's next. Central Coast, yes? Lake Macquarie, that's right. You guys don't like me saying that. That's right. There must be like a line on the road or something. That's here. How are you, mate?
I'm very good, Steve.
Lake Mac. That's better.
That's nice, mate.
What'd you do?
I went the same place I went yesterday.
And what lures were you throwing?
Mainly little cranks, jackal chubby minnows. And,
What flavor cranks?
Lucky Craft, crappie, shallow.
Okay, there you go. You need 1.97. You don't have that, but you do have a nice bag of fish. It's going to get you up above the average. 1.76. That's an above average bag here for Foster. Well done.
Thank you.
They're out there. We've seen some massive fish. Getting them in, it's another story. Brendan Pichelle. Best bag was 1.61. Worst was 0.95. You're in the middle. So you don't have 2.5 kilos for me?
No.
All right. Somewhere in the middle, I think you're right. Drain some of the water out. Just want to weigh the fish.
Not too much.
I go in 1.16 kilos. Not too shabby. Puts you into 20th place. Fantastic. Cullen D. Matina is next. The kid is 16 years old, just turned 16. His very first kayak event he entered, he won. That was down in Victoria, and that's what qualified him for this competition. Good bag yesterday of 1.68. I need 1.91.
Don't think so.
Don't think so. Are we going to weigh that for Big Brim?
Yeah, we'll give it away.
Give it away. Big day in the water?
Yeah, big paddle, pretty tired.
Youth of today. Here we go. Not too shabby. 1.62 puts him into third place as a 16-year-old. Not bad at all. You know the drill. I take that. You take that. Chasen Brogdon still. He's got 0.91. We haven't done a kilo yet. Not going to happen. Oh, sorry. John, 9.6. Yep. It's going to come in at 0.80. Fantastic. Still, not a bad fish for Foster at this time of year. Leading this Queensland is Tyson Hayes and then Danny Jobson from New South Wales. Third now is Cullen D. Matina. And yesterday's leader, Richard Somerton, who has not weighed in yet, is still into fourth place. Mitchell Madison, come on up. Good bag on day one, a good average bag of 1.32. Yeah, on day two. What do you got on day three?
A bit better than day one, maybe.
There we go, let's see. Is it better than 1.32 kilos? You're currently in 42nd place. And let's find out if we top that out. No, 1.27, but not bad. Did you have fun?
Oh, great weekend.
Excellent. We really try to put on a show for them. They have morning packs, they have water, they get fed lunch, we take them to dinner. To make these Australian Championships is a privilege for these guys, and we really treat them well. Warren Castle, how are you, Mighty? Massive following on Facebook.
Yeah.
You got 3 likes now?
Yeah, that's about it.
No, I'm only kidding. Here we go. Not too shabby, 1.03.
Huge.
All good, Steve?
Thank you.
Steve's shaking heads. That nervous look in his eye, though. Oh, thumbs up, she's saying. Hi, welcome back. We're here. Tony Petty. I tipped Tony to be in the top 10. He needs 1.88 to take the lead right now. Biggest bag, 1.65, which is an above average bag for Foster this time of year. Have you got 1.88?
Not 1.88, but maybe 1.6.
Not bad at all. We couldn't find you today. Where did you hide from
I
us?
saw you today.
Did you?
Same spot as yesterday, you just went straight past.
Okay. All right. Here we go. We need you in the top 5 here.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Top 5 would be good. 1.64. Third place. Put your hands together. Well done, Tony. From Victoria. Fantastic. Here we go. It's starting to build up. Joshua Phillips from Western Australia. They have racks. They're down in Albany, but I don't think these guys fish them. You're once?
I have fished them once.
Oh, once.
Yeah.
Good. Your biggest bag was 1.80. Very yellow fish. It lives in the weeds. Let's have a look here. Great group of guys from WA. Not too shabby. 1.58 kilos. Puts you into 7th place. They've made the journey across. It's a long flight, a lot of gear, and a lot of expense. So great to see these guys. Shane Owens had a bit of a tale of woe yesterday, but his best bag is 1.56. That's a bit better. I don't think it's 2.5 kilos, but you've been on stage 3 days in a row, 3 fish each day. Well done.
Thank you, Steve. Cheers, mate.
And where'd you go today?
I went down to Wallace Lake today, and I had such a stressful time in the racks yesterday. I thought I'm just going to go down to the lake and cruise around, throw some plastics and some hard bodies, and caught a very stress-free bag. So it was a very enjoyable day.
Racks can be stressful. They can be.
Oh, yes.
They cost a lot of money. It's usually $100 an hour. Not bad at all. 1.68, your biggest bag so far, puts you into 11th place.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Put your hands together for these guys from WA. Thank you so much. Perfect. Another, all the WA guys are coming at once, are they? Come on up, Ben. Leave as much water as you can in the tank. Saves me from draining it out here. Good bag on day 1 at 1.63. Okay bag on day 2. You got 2 kilos? Have you got 1 kilo? Let's have a look. 3 fish, consistent. 9 total, that's where you have to start. Not quite, but 0.96. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I did.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well
Thank
done. Yeah. Brett Crow. There we go. 3 fish today. That's better. Had 3 on the day 1, 2 on day 2, and we got 3 today. This is how you finish a tournament. You get your bag, it makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yes, makes that trip home much easier.
What? Wait, that's all right.
Yeah. Got them on the wrong day.
Got them on the wrong day. All right.
Should have been yesterday.
Here we go. This would be an okay bag. This would be above average Foster bag. Easy, 1.73 kilos. Fantastic, Brett.
Thank you very much.
Excellent.
And thanks, Hobie, for putting on an amazing event. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Awesome. South Coast, New South Wales, Vincentia. I got it right this time. Andrew D is top 10 now. We're going to the top 10. This is good. This is where it all comes to. Andrew Deeth had 3 on day 1 for 1.57, 3 on day 2 for 1.44. I need 1.86 off of you today.
No.
No. Now the other thing is, last night we had a Angler's Choice Award, where we put the ballots out to all the different anglers out there, and they choose the guy who is the nicest, that passes on the information and really supports the series. And this guy won. Put your hands together, Andrew Deeth. Angler's Choice Award last night.
Thank you.
All right. You don't have 1.86. We're in the top 10. Let's see where this lands you. 1.27 kilos, 6th place. Not bad. We now have 9 behind you. Richard Somerton has not weighed in yet. He's still in 5th place without weighing in. Ben Harrison from South Australia. This SA guys have supported our series so much and did a lot of travel. 1 fish on day 3, what I call championship day. Unless it's 1.86 worth of fish. All right. Tough day at the office?
Struggled. Yep.
And you probably threw every lure you had in the box.
Pretty much.
And probably every different location.
Yep.
You're just the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong lure?
Yep.
All right.
You're right about that.
But let's find out where you end up. 0.56, 31st place, unfortunately. Put your hands together. SA guys making the journey across. They're like the Perth guys. They spent a lot of money to get here. Fantastic idea. Richard Patterson from Victoria. Great bag on day 1. He's one of the first guys to crack 2 kilos on day 1. Average Foster bag on day 2, which is 1.31 kilos. I need 1.5 kilos from you, matey, and a big smile on your face.
I don't think it'll go 1.5. Maybe 1.3, 1.4.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Where is this going to put Richard Patterson? 1.45 puts him into 2nd. Make some noise for these guys. Is it then or 7 or something like that now? Who's next? Kane Terry. He was in 3rd place, I believe, on day number 1. 2.02 kilos, one of the second guys to crack 2 kilos on day 1. 2.02 on day 1, above average on day 2 at 1.68. He only needs 1.17 kilos to take the lead.
No.
Kane, Snake Island?
Yeah.
When did the wind come in for you guys?
I don't even know.
All right.
Struggled today.
Struggled, he said, but let's find out where he goes. 0.98 puts him in a 3rd place. Make some noise for these guys. Well done. Tough day at the office. Simon Morley, 2.12 kilos on day 1, 1.43. I need 1.32 kilos. He says he's got that, and he said it fairly confident. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Where'd you fish today?
A
little bit closer here in the mic.
Just in the racks, just on the first bend there.
Okay.
Got smashed on surface all morning. Landed 1 out of there and probably lost about 6 or 7. So.
What were your 2 top lures this whole weekend?
Would have been the Hurricane Fat 37 in camo.
That's a hard body lure?
Little hard body lure
Sure.
in camo crab colour. It's like a green body with a black head.
Yep.
And it was a toss-up between the Switch 66 from Hurricane and the Dartwing from Nomad Tackle.
Okay. What line class are you using for your leader?
I run silly string, so I was running 5 and 6 pound leader.
5 and 6 pound leader. Okay. Let's see. 1.33 to take the lead. Smashes at 1.64. A new leader. Put your hands together. Thank you so much. Well done. How many are left, Matt? 5. The next person coming up on stage, they're going to stay here, the hot seat, the top 5. Yep. And someone else will take their bag down for them. 5 left for day number 3 of the Hobie Kayak Fishing Australian Championships. No, we've done Brogden. Oh, getting the rates, okay. Scared me there. Another heart attack, 2 in a row. Roberta, call the ambulance. Who? Two of the top 5 don't have fish. So how many we got left, guys? Can't see this bumped up from here. Paul Burton is next. Please put your hands up. The 2017 Australian champion, please, from WA. Won convincingly in WA. 2 kilos on day number 1. 1.74 on day 2. You need 1.46 to take the lead. What do you think?
I don't know.
Don't know. Where did you fish today?
I got my bag at the paddock.
Paddock, yep.
I got my bag in 25 minutes. Half
25 minutes. Some guys were doing an hour 30 minutes to get 3 fish, and you got them straight.
Yeah.
From there, where did you end up going down?
I went to a set of racks just across from that middle channel there, the Lamba.
Yep.
That's where I got all my big fish, both all 3 days.
All right. Needs
one fish died today, the 35 died.
That's all right. You caught another one.
Yeah.
Needs 146. 164. Put your hands together. You're staying here in the hot seat. And Matt's going to grab your bag. Thank you.
I don't think
Well,
this won't take too long, I don't think.
you don't. Well, you've seen what's behind it. All right, I'll take that. He's in the hot seat. Luke Rogan from Queensland. We saw him up on the Tuncurry side. 3 on day 1 for 1.42. Nice bag on day 2 at 2.31. You need 167.
Nowhere near. It was a hard day today.
2 fish. Tough day in the office.
Tough day in the office.
That's
Well,
okay.
I went down where the big boys were and they just weren't there, so it is what it is.
It is what it is. That's fishing. 0.77 puts you in the 9th place. So still in the top 10. Put your hands together. Thank you very much. Well done. You're still on stage. Still on stage. Don't go away. Come up closer. There you go. Jack Gammy. 2.44 on day 1. The leader of day 1. Average bag on day 2 at 1.37. I need 1.59 kilos to take the lead.
Hopefully I've got that.
I think you have that, Jack.
Yeah.
Now, we saw you this morning, and I pulled up a kilometer away from you and then elected all the way in just to leave you alone.
That was good.
Did that help?
Yeah, it did.
All right.
I think you guys still watch me catch the big fish.
I did. We saw it come in. He was Mr. Snickers yesterday, Mr. Grumpy. 1.59 is what we need to send Paul walking. 1.92 kilos. You can shake his hand and say, sorry, but not sorry.
Sorry about
Sorry, not sorry? Yeah. We'll wait for Big Bren. He was very sincere about that. The sorry, not sorry. Hang on to that. Now, John is leading at 0.96. You already have $250 for day 1. You're greedy. You're going to donate that back to Hobie, aren't you? Yeah, in one way or the other. All right, does he have the first kilo fish? No, 0.80. John's looking good for $250. Well done, matey. We'll have a bit of a chat later on. You get to stay on stage. How many left? Down to 2. Alex Gresdorf is next. 3 fish on day 1 from WA. Put your hands together. WA, come on. 1.68. Nice bag on day 2 at 2.35. He's scoring, showing 3 fish. I need 1.72 kilos from you.
Oh, I don't think so.
A little bit closer here.
I don't think so.
Where'd you fish today?
Oh, way at the bottom end of the lake.
How far did you go?
Oh, I don't know. Too far to even remember.
Okay.
I'm stuffed.
All right.
But I got a bag each day, so I'm happy.
And we've had a good chat. Foster is a cool place. I tell you what, the waterway here is, I could spend years here.
I'd love to come back again. So.
We'll have another event here. All right, let's see where you end up in here, unless you're going to send him home. 1.70. Ay, 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 ay. All right, second place. Put your hands together. Alex Gresdorf from Western Australia. Well done, well done. Richard Somerton is next. Has won this event before, has won world championships, 1.98 kilos on day number 1, 2.4 on day 2s. You need 1.36 to take the lead.
Yeah, I reckon I
You always do this to us. Every year. Oh, I don't have any fish. And then he has a Snickers bar. 2 today. 1.36 to take the lead. 1.94. Jack. Hit the road, Jack. Don't come back. No. Is this the last guy? You're it?
That's it.
Who's going to take this bag? Are you going to weigh this for Big Brim? Could be $250. You know the deal.
Yep.
I'm still in shock. Unbelievable. Nice fish. Did you upgrade after we saw you? You had probably about an hour to go and a half an hour journey. And you had that look in your eye like going, I need to pull something out here. All right. Does he also get $250? No, John's looking safe. Fantastic. Well done. We're going to catch up in a chat in a little bit here. We just want to take and run through some things. He'll take your bag. I'm just going to check in with scoring real quick. You can have a seat, and I'll call you back on here just to do some technical stuff of what we're doing. Hey, Jim, who was donuts today, anybody? Okay. Can you circle my ear? All right. Two. Okay, before we get started with this one, we want to present the Anglers of the Year award. This guy couldn't make it. He's actually fishing for Team Australia in South Africa for bass, and the Australian team finished up second in an inaugural event over there. And this is presented by, from Neil Carstairs, Mortgage Corp. It's $1,000. Mortgage Corp supports our series and have done for a number of years. These guys are great specialists in mortgages, personal finance. They're online at Mortgage Corp, and it goes to Chris Hickson. Put your hands together for Chris. Well done. He's not here, and we'll take from there. We'll do Big Brim next. So Jack Gammy is day number 1, $250 from the Atomic Big Brim, distributed by Frogley's. That one down there? Yep. Where's Jack? Come on up. Is Bob on camera anywhere? He's down there. You presented him. There you go. Big Brim. Perfect. Thank you very much. And Big Brim on day number 2 is Mr. Richard Somerton. Here comes Bob with the camera. Here comes Swami. He just ran a marathon. Fantastic. All right, day number 3, Atomic Big Brim from Victoria, John Clisby. Come on, John. There he is, $250. That'll make the drive or flight home much better. Donut dough. Yep. And this is for a guy who's caught 0 fish on day number 1. He gets $100 cash. Mr. Peter Cook. Come on, Peter, and then we'll get. There you go. He's hiding from the donut dough. No one will recognize him. Okay, on day number 3, we had a couple of people get donuts, 0. They went into a hat. And Adam Costa, where's Adam? Donut Does. This guy has been very, very sick with the flu. Finishes early and goes and has a bit of a rest and come down. Well done, Mighty. There's Bobby there. Thank you. All right, I believe we're ready to go into the top 10. And we'll go into 10th place. From Victoria, 9 fish for 4.63. I can't quite see the screen as far as the payout. I know, oh, I see what you're saying, okay. So, Tony Petty from Victoria, 4.6 kilos, 9 fish, 10th place. Put your hands together, please. These guys have had a long week, 4 days on the water fishing, and 3 days of competition days. Fantastic sponsors prize pack. In 9th place from New South Wales, 9 fish for 4.66 kilos is Danny Jobson. Well done, Danny. Lake Mac. In 8th place, 9 fish for 4.68 kilos from New South Wales, Kane Terry. In 7th place from Victoria with 4.76 kilos. The weights are starting to go up right now. Richard Patterson. The top 4 are also going to get a rod as well. Richard Patterson, well done. From Queensland, 9 fish for 4.86 kilos. Tyson Hayes. Well done, Tyson. Very, very good effort. In 5th place, 9 fish for 5.19 kilos. The first guy to break into the 5 kilo range from New South Wales, Simon Morley. In 4th place, from WA, 9 fish for 5.39 kilos. A fantastic effort. 2017 winner, Paul Burton. Great effort there. In 3rd place, 5.73 kilos. Had a good bag of 1.68, 2.35, 1.70 from Western Australia. Make some noise, Alex Gresdorf. Come on up, Alex. Let's have a bit of a chat for him first, yeah? And then a rod as well. You're looking tired.
I'm tired.
That's all right. Mic up here. That's it. You've done a few of these championships now. How does this compare? Good?
Yeah, look, it's not my home waterway, obviously, like Mandurah was last year. I have to say I was pretty gutted last year, but this whole weekend, mate, this is a fantastic arena. I really didn't make many mistakes all weekend. Paddled an absolute long way, caught a lot of fish, had a great time. So I really got no complaints. I'm just stoked to be here.
Perfect. Pick your top 3 lures this weekend.
I literally caught every one of the fish I weighed in on a jackal chubby.
Jackal chubby.
Shallow chubby.
Shallow. And what color was that one?
Brown Suji. But
Brown
it's
Suji.
actually been custom with extra UV on it.
Yep.
So it's actually a bit darker than the normal.
Okay.
Literally every fish I weighed, I caught that. That's what I weighed.
What rods, reels, and line class are you using?
I fished 4 pound leader all weekend. Running the flats, 10 pound braid, 4 pound leader. a duff rod, 7 foot. Oh, sorry, yeah, 7 foot, 1 to 5 kilo, pretty stiff rod.
Yep.
I found with flats, I didn't want to bury me in the weed, so I sort of, I mean, everybody here seems to let big fish run. I didn't really want them to do that, so I was trying to pole them across the surface a lot of the time. Worked pretty well. I didn't lose any fish really doing it, so yeah, didn't let any bury me in the weed either. So,
And the reels?
Daiwa exists.
Exist 2500 series?
Yeah, 2500.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Put your hands together, please, for Alex Gresdorf.
Thanks.
Thank you. And he gets a trophy. Go ahead. $750. This is for Somi Bob up here on media. Paul, are you around somewhere? I'll get you back on stage in a minute. Yep, he gets a rod as well. Fantastic. One more time. Third place, well done, from Western Australia. In second place with 9 fish for 5.74 kilos, 2.44 on day one, 1.37 on day two, 1.93 on day three, from New South Wales, Jack Gammy. Also taking home $1,000. And he also has the big brim already, so $1,250 cash this weekend. Nice trophy and a rod. Perfect. There you go. Fix your hair too, will you? And if I can get Paul to come on stage for a second. In a moment, you'll be delivering this. It is heavy, but it's good. It's always a tradition of ours that last year's winners passes on the trophy to the new one. This guy has recently retired from the Hobie Fishing Series. He's taken a bit of a break. He's won many, many events. Day one, cracker of a bag, 1.98. In day two, 2.41. This afternoon we saw him, we had about an hour to go, and he probably had about a 1.30 kilo bag. We kind of knew what Jack had, and Jack would have put you up above by about 40 grams. Cruised through the flats, came on, Richard does what he does. First place, the 2018 championship. He also wins the Hobie Outback, $8,400 worth of kayak, Richard Somerton. Well, you did it again.
Yeah, leading into this, I was probably just going to go fishing, and yeah, it turned out a lot of my spots didn't really work on the tides we had, so I'd like to thank the super coach, Mitch King, who gave me a few of his spots and talked it through each night and what was working, but yeah, that last little upgrade helped, and a little flat that I've got that only works when the water's dropping, or dropped completely. Just about, so the water's shallow, but yeah, managed to get 2 small upgrades, so that was handy.
Top 3 lures this weekend?
Probably the crank crab and olive. I always use brackish fiddler, probably not as much. It usually works a bit better. And a couple of different plastics, so your crabby and the shrimp.
Okay. Rod, line, and reel?
Yeah, so Duff rods, Daiwa reels, and line is what's that? The new Daiwa
J-braid.
Yeah, running that stuff. And the leaders all FC Rock.
What class leaders were you running?
I was running mostly 12-pound this weekend, and that still wasn't stopping them.
That wasn't stopping them.
No,
You got some fairly big fish out of that way. That sounds good. All right, well, now comes the time that Paul is going to pass something over. Paul, you want to grab the trophy, please? Make some noise here. This is very, very cool. 2 champions, 2017, 2018. Well done, well done. That wraps it up for me. I can't thank the Foster guys, town, the people, the shops, and more importantly, all the guys behind the scenes to make this happen. It's a long week. Well done, and good night.